Hello everybody and welcome to round 5 of the APTORA FVR V8 Supercars 2024 Championship, brought to you by Sim Racing Online. Today we are at the mountain, New South Wales, Australia, to see these lads battle it out up and down the hill for 60 minutes to see who can survive the mountain today. We're going to be in for a treat as a lot of the guys are fighting for positions up and down the grid. Today, Roman Petranovic, of course, is all over it and leading the points, although he did suffer one race without a victory. And some guys are starting to catch up, and we will take a look at those points here. Let me have a check here. That should bring up the tally for us. You can see who's where and look for your favorite drivers on there. I'm trying to do so as well, but it seems like I cannot get the website to load to take a peek right now. So there you have it. You can check the scores and where your favorite drivers are. As we are just getting through the throes of practice here. So I will get this out of the way, as I think we are about ready to go into quali. As the clock has ticked up to straight up, and we are now ready to start the qualification process. Sessions change. All right, let's get the quali boxes up, and let's take a look at who is going to take a look. I'm gonna be going back and forth here with the tabs so I can just get a glimpse of who's coming out first. It looks like Merrick is going to be first in line there, so that way I can get a good focus on him. As you can see, he's got his skin on today. See, he's honoring the Pop-Tart King, who just recently passed away, who is from this guy's local area. So you will see it on his skin. Let's see if I can get a shot of it here. Try this. You can see the Pop-Tarts up there. 1927 to 2024. Yeah, so there's that. Good to see it. We had it last week. We had a little issue with the skins. They wouldn't come through. But anyway, let's get on to the mountain here. Oh my heavens, this is going to be something else. As we see Merrick here making his way through, heading down into McFarmy Parkin, going into Skyline, going down into the Dipper. He's heading into the Dipper here from the end of the S's. Treacherous part of the track. Who's going to survive this? I mean, there's not a lot of room here. As he makes his way down into Forest's Elbow and then down to the long Conrad Straight. The Conrad Straight. Some what is it, 1.916 kilometers long. These guys just open these babies up. And yeah, it's all speed coming to this point. And then of course you got the chase. This area right here is called the chase. As you come up to turns 20, 21, and 22. Really got to be hard on the brakes to come into this. Lots of incidents right there, lots of passing opportunities, and then coming down to Murray's Corner here to finish it off and head back down the main straight. So that was half of a lap there with Randy. Thank you, Randy, for that. And let's go over here and get a look at our points leader. This is Roman Petranovic. And let's just see. Oh, we got a little bit of action there. All right. What I'm going to do really quick here is I'm going to turn replays on, so you might see a little bit of a glitch. I'm going to go to this shot here, just to make it a little easier. And there, I'm hitting the replay button. Okay. This is going to allow me to get some replays in. So we will see how that works. Meanwhile, back to Roman. Let's see if I can find him again here. There we we go. There's Roman. Okay, so he's got a little bit of traffic, as you can see. He's duking it out as they head up the mountain straight into Griffin's Bend. Now, this is a timed lap, so is that could be Woody in front of him. Let's take a quick peek. Yep, it's Woody, that monster skin. So this lap might be kind of wiped out for him. It's really tough to get a clean lap in here without traffic. He is, however, purple, but again, everybody who finishes first is going to be purple. He does a 53.3 in Sector 1. I do see a 52 by Matteo Donatella. And Freddie Hill has also gone purple in Sector 1. Let's check him out. Here is Freddie. So Freddie's got a clean lap. Look at that great looking Ford Mustang there. Really racking it around. Look at him catching a little air as he comes around. Getting ready to head down into the S's. At the top of Skyline, and now heading down into the S's, going into the Dipper. Yes, all you can do to keep a handle, especially these stock cars. Really got to keep a grip on it. He is setting fastest lap. He is purple. Oh, and I hear some debris. Excuse me. I got a little bit of a cough, so if you hear my mic popping in and out, I'm trying to mute it if I go into a coughing frenzy, which I'll try to avoid. Look, he's got a little bit. He's taking some barriers with him. And we can see, I think that's actually, that might have been Roman letting him by, because Roman's lap was obviously wiped out. And we can see, because I'm in replay mode, that the lap is already crossed on the scoreboard, but we're watching it here. This does allow for some good stuff, so we're going to try to, I'm going to try to get that. So, bada bing, bada boom, you can see that he has put the lap in, and then Freddie is right on his tail. Here is Freddie with a 2:04.12. Matteo just got him by a little bit. Look at that, 10/100ths. Holy smokes. That's like, can you blink that fast? I don't think so. Oh, and then and he's going to put it all under the wall for that one. So that's probably going to spoil his efforts for this lap. See, Neil Wood is gone purple in Sector 1. Let's check on him as he gets to the top of the hill. Making his way around a tight spot, coming up to Skyline, getting ready to head down into the Dipper. Who will survive the Dipper? Currently in fourth, Neil, but he has purple. Oh, we got a couple of, who else is purple? Woody's shoving a good time. He's only bettering his own time, so forget all that. Let's go down the list here. Let's see who else we got. Remember, this is a 15-minute session. We got 8 minutes remaining. So let's see what else we can do here. 52. Here's a 52. Hell, Graf putting in a nice time. He's heading down into the Dipper. Currently in third, just 0.150 off that blistering lap by Dentella. I'll try to hope I get your name right, Matteo. I'm really sorry. I can get the Matteo part. Freddie Hill is still holding that second place. What a challenge today here on the mountain. We got more yellows. He's purple in one, but he's yellow in Sector 2, as you can see. So he's coming up on that 2-minute mark, as he's not going to be able to better himself, as he has already. Yeah, he's bringing it into the pits. So let's see. Let's check out our host, John Vandergees. I'm supposed to say it. It's like that. It's just such an amazing language that he speaks. But he's in that beautiful APTORA skin. Nicely done. Looking good today. As we can see, checking the leaderboard there, that Hell and Graf are just so tight. And then it goes down to Baloni, who's about 2 seconds off. So we're going to have a lot of disparity here in this 60-minute battle. We're going to see how long these tires last. It's going to be a challenge, I'm telling you. the mountain. Wow. Who will survive? Oh, as we crash and burn. Anybody bettering? I'm looking down the list here. I see a lot of guys making good on their times, but nothing compared to Mateo's. Here is Vandergeest, so that bumper view. Head through Solman Park, or the McFarlane Park, and then down into heading up, going head to Skyline here. Oh, let's just check this out. It's a head down to the Dipper in the S's. Skyline. Just look at how intense this is. Oh, nicely done there, Mr. Mentor. And he survived it through into Forest's Elbow. And then down the Conrad Straight. Max RPMs, max speed. Just open these babies up and hang on for dear life as you head to the chase, where you really got to. You can keep it in, keep your foot in it, into the first little kink here. When it kind of kinks off to the right, you're good there, but then right here, you have to get your brakes on hard, 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 hard. Nicely done, John. Just to keep it, there's going to be a lot of cars in the grass right there, I'm just telling you right now from experience. Guys are coming down, they're in the draft, there's so much speed involved, and sometimes you just cannot get on the brakes in time. All right, Mr. Vandergeest, he's green. He set a good lap for himself there, so as you can see, he has got himself in the 7th position. Let's check on down the other FVR driver, Hightree. He's in the pits. He's got the other APTORA skin. We're looking good. Then we got Jonas Legation. Sporting that Chevy. He's on an out lap. We're just going to kind of go down and look at some of these guys. Ben Summers is in the pits. James Rizzi. It's a nice looking skin as well. Look at that. Good looking car there, James. I like it. Yeah, I'm missing some data because for some reason I can't get the website to load. Let me try it with this other browser on the other PC here. Just me. There we go. Okay, now I got it up. Yeah. Alright. Interesting. It won't load on the Chrome, but it'll load on the Explorer. Anyway, he's pulling it in. Let's Michael Lavelle in the pit. James De Silva in the pits. Costas, always fun to watch Costas Cantasaurus. He always gives us a good show in that beautiful looking Optisport Mustang. Anything changed at the top? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see, who else we got here? Smythe. Yeah, we looked at Smythe already. He should have his own skin. Yep, he's on this skin. Ricardo Giannagatti, Ricardo. Excuse me. He's looking good in that orange, black Chevy VDA. Good looking stuff there. That's Jason Whitehead, who really had a great race last week. He's also sporting the Chevy. Not Newlawn, he's independent, no team. He makes his way through Skyline, heading down into the S's. Just so gnarly. This is going to just be something to watch in here, I'm telling you. That's why I tried to make the replays work, so we can get a good look at this. As we are coming down to the 2-minute mark, and you know, a lap is 2:04, so this is going to be the last lap for a lot of these guys. So let's see if let's check on Roman, our points leader. He's parking it. Nope, here he comes out. Okay, so if he can get around, this will be it for him. He's got good speed that is an incredibly slow crawl after the intense white knuckle experience of driving one lap of the mountain. Then you got to pull into the pits where the speed is like 35 or something ridiculous. Anyway, it's brutal. He's just slowly pacing it. In the meantime, let's check on Woody. He's down into the, heading through the dipper. Currently in 6th, some 1.5 seconds off. So these guys have tightened it up in the top 5, 6, 7, 8 until you get to 7 and 8. They are all within a second and a half or so, and then it jumps up. So what we're going to do is we'll keep our eye on Roman as he makes an out lap. So we got about 2 minutes. If he can cross that line before the timer clicks off, he will get a lap in. So let's see. Did High Tree ever make it out? Nope, he's in the pit. Rizzy's out. De Silva's out. There is De Silva right there. So we got a little bit of traffic. These guys are fighting it. We got 18th in front of 5th there. Or 6th rather. Oh, and Woody loses it and they both crash and burn. Oh my God, and then another one. Oh, and a near miss there. So, holy smokes, let's test this out. Let's see if it worked. So, let's see. Okay, we're testing. We're testing. Nope, sorry boys, didn't work. Okay, my bad. Let's just erase that. I didn't get it in time. So meanwhile, all right, where is Roman? Let's go. He's coming down. He has got, wait, back to live. Okay, so look at this, 2:03.89. I think he's going to do it. Time to target. Okay, here we go. He's got it in time. He has started his lap with 3 seconds to go. So let's just follow this lap. This is going to be it. See if he can move himself up. I mean, he does have that points lead, though. He heads up the mountain straight, hitting into Griffin's Bend. Another place where you got, medium hard on the brakes. If you time it just right, you can keep the momentum. You got to really hold that inside so you can get right back on the gas before you head up into the cutting. This is known as the cutting, and I'm telling you, if you get it wrong, it cuts your car to shreds. There it is. He loops it around into Quarry Corner, and then Frog Hollow as he escapes the cutting in Quarry Corner. Now he's in the Frog Hollow here. Going to Sloman Park. In McFlarmy Park, and then Skyline down into the dipper. Look at he's getting the air there, nicely done. He is purple in sector 1. Let's see what he's got. He maybe been saving the best for the end. He's going down, and he makes it through the dipper, heading into the elbow, and it's hard on the gas. Hard on the gas. Can do it, Roman. Let's go. Do I want it? There we go. Purple and purple. He's set up to take pole away from Mateo. All Mateo can do is sit and watch. He's in the pit. If he gets this right, if he gets this section right, I think he's got it. Because look at that. He is down 3 in sector 1, down 3 in sector 2, and here it comes. Time is up, and will this put him on pole? It's done. Roman, on a last-ditch effort, takes the pole away from Donatella, only by a mere, just a matter of tenths. The difference between 0.522 and 0.899. So there is your pole sitter. That is the order. Holy smokes, what an event. That was a great lap by Roman as he came out. We watched him come out to do his out lap with just 2 minutes 30 seconds left. He made it all the way around and got his time lap in and stole the pole. So there you have your lineup right there. Let's check it out. Rutanovich, Donatella, Hell, Graf, Whited Wood, Cantazaurus, Baldoni, Smythe, and Merrick. That is your top 10 as we are about ready to head into warm-up session. 5 minutes of warm-up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I need to check something. Oh, hello. I want to. So, right on. There it is. Okay. So yeah, Woody in second place. We saw that he's got a 55-point advantage. Does Roman Gratonovich in first place? So this is pretty much with only 2 to go. This is round 5. One more after this. He'll have to have something catastrophic happen and not score any points to let these guys catch up, because there is a good chunk of points available for first place. And then we have Krylov down there, some 21 points off of Woody, and then it gets tight with Mateo, Krastoris, and Dechunik all within a couple of points of each other, and that is for 5th place. So it pays all the way down, and every position gets points. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops. And I'm gonna try and test out my replay skills here. All right, who's in, who's out? Looks like Kale's getting a little practice start from a dead start. So we are gonna do a formation lap around the mountain and then a standing start. So you can see that driver box. So you know who the Heavens to Betsy's we're looking at here. So Kales looks like he's getting a couple of start-stop tests. He's just testing out that starting position. Launch off the grid. So you see Roman heading up the hill. Nicely done as he heads down through the dipper. And let's check out Mateo. He's a little bit ahead of him. Or I mean behind him. He's starting a lap. He's coming up mountain straight there. Looks like he's taking it easy. Ready, Hal. Yellow again in sector 1. And it looks like his teammate, Freddie's teammate Randy Merrick, is out. Grand Rapids local, honoring his Pop-Tart idol. I mean, who doesn't love a Pop-Tart? My favorite are the brown sugar cinnamon. I got to stay away from those things because I just keep eating them. Giuseppe, there's Giuseppe in the Chevy. Baldoni making the way through traffic. Give you a little cheat, see who that is, Skills. There you go, get an idea who's in what car, color wise. Every once in a while I'm going to hit that tab button to give you guys some name. So besides the one we're focused on, we can see who's doing what. They head down into the dipper. Crazy battles going on here already in practice. It's going to be so hard to negotiate this in traffic. As we are getting down to under a minute to go here until the 2-minute grid stop warm up. But look at the inside down the Conrad Straight. That speed, 180, 185, and then hard on the brakes, get it slowed down. And then there's your cut across the grass, as predicted. All right, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Quali is over, practice is over, warm-up is over. There's nothing left here to do but race, and we are going to decide who will be the survivor of the mountain. Got to be nerve-wracking. So you can see these times with full, those are probably full fuel laps, because I'm sure they were qualifying with limited gas. It's sliding to get the cars to get all those guys on the grid now with full tanks. So, as they come out, we got Kale's already out there, so here we go. All right. So with that said, let's take a look at the starting order as they get ready to make their way for a warm-up lap. Got 5 seconds, and they're going to start their warm-up. Out of here. All right, here we go. So there we have it. Oh, just jumped the gun on me. What the heavens to Betsy's going on? Well, there's your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I don't know what happened to 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. In 9th, we have Jacob Smythe, Randy American 10th, John Vander Geest in 11th, Jonas Legation in 12th. Hello. Ricardo Genagate, Mark Heitre in 14th, Ben Sumner's in 15th, James Rizzi in 16th, and then we have Michael LaBelle in 17th, Gilles Da Silva in 18th, Stephen Wyndham in 19th, Simon Barnes in 20th, and there you have it. As they make their way around the mountain in a peaceful manner for the last time. So this frontline battle, I'm gonna hit this button. Let me do this. I want to do this because, yeah, I'm setting up. There we go. There's your 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see they're coming around now. And what I'm going to attempt to do is replay the start so we can go back. But we're treading on uncharted waters here. As they're coming around down the hill for the last time in a peaceful manner. You see them all spread out there with your pole sitter Roman leading the way with the Mateo, Freddie Hell right behind him. Kale Graff and Jason Whited ready to sit on the grid and wait for the green lights to go out, or the red lights to go out. Could be quite the race. Just hang on to your seats. There's our APTORA sponsored drivers, Mark Heitre and John Vander Geest, and I believe we had another one last week. I can't remember who it was. Well, I'm sure we'll see them as they're making their way to the grid. There is Roman. Get ready for the start of round 5. Better get lined up properly and we'll get the horns. What a good looking grid. Hold on to your seats, everybody. Get yourself a nice refreshing beverage and get ready to hang on for dear life. Oh, we got somebody coming to the pits. Is that? It looks like hell. I hope that doesn't throw off. It's Rizzi, is it? Perhaps? No? I think it isn't that hell, but anyway. He must be in trouble. He's coming into the pits. I hope that doesn't mess up the horns. Times if a player misses the grid. Yeah. Who is that? Oh, it's Rizzy. Rizzy, what happened? Supposed to be in 16th. So, here we go. And we are not racing. Okay, now we're going to be racing. Ball start. There we go. And we are off for round 5. And you can see Woody trying to bring the outside. Donovan just got himself set up for the turn. He's peeking a nice block in there. Everything's looking good. Let's jump down the list here. Looks like everybody's going to make it through. Right on. And of course we will have Rizzy coming out of the pit. Simon Barnes. What happened to Simon? Okay, Simon Barnes, and I think this is his first run, so good for Simon for joining us. Anyways, you head up into Griffin's Bend for the first time. And there is your order. Looks like they're staying pretty much in order, so we're going to bring this up. And then once they get down the hill, I'm going to turn the tower back on. They're making their way through Frog. Getting ready to head up for the first time. Getting down, they're making it down. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 2. We got some crashes going on down here. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got other cars up to the top. Vanderkees some tough. Where's Gengate? They've made it through. So it looks like Rizzy, Simon Barnes, and LaBelle. That could have been LaBelle that had that incident up there. All right, back to the pointy end. They came through the chase, and they're getting ready to jump into Murray's corner for the first time. The Romans got that little bit of a lead. Not a lot has changed. To tell a hell crap. What is it? Baldoni, the top 7. Pentasaurus, Legason, and Merrick. 8th, 9th, and 10th. Looking good. Freddie Hill putting the pressure. Mateo. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 3. You guys are battling up as they head into the Griffin's Bend. Up the top through the cutting. Around the cutting they go. Quarry corner. Uh-oh, we got some action. As the tower upstates. Cachanera, they're coming up the hill, Solomon Park, and down into Skyline. And into the Dipper for the first time. What happened to Matej? What happened to Kratanovich? We got lost back in there. We missed that. But we have a new leader, Mateo, so he had a little bit of trouble there. Of course, I missed it. So much for my replay skills. So now the new order is to tell a hell. Grafik Gratonovich finds himself in 4th with Woody on his tail in 5th place. Also, Merrick has moved up into 9th. He's chasing down Jonas. And High Tree. Great battle there, the 2 APTORA cars. Vandergeest and High Tree duking it out. Their mouse. Okay, here we go back to the top. So Roman, we don't know what happened to him, but he went from first to fourth. So long race, long way to go. Meanwhile, just in front of him, Freddie trying to chase down Matteo. Headed through the cutting there. Meanwhile, sixth place, Jason Whited sticking with Roman there. Jonas keeping it in the render, and Merrick in ninth place there, keeping it with it. I'm telling you, this is a tough course. We got LaBelle and Rizzi both in the pit, so they must be suffering some damage. Meanwhile, here's the battle coming into the elbow. They're coming out. Freddie Hell put the pressure on. And Kale in on this party too. Here he comes. There's Kale just behind in the Chevy in third place. So do we have, it looks like we've got a lapper in between there. Who we got? There's Mateo, Freddie Hill. The lapper is Wenham. Okay, so Wenham has let them through. Now we got the top three, at least in order, following him. Let's take a look down here in ninth place, because Merrick has also just now moved up into eighth. So Randy having a pretty good run, picking up 2 spots in the first few laps. Making his way around Murray's corner, down the start finish. Nicely done. So up the mountain straight. Here, meanwhile, here's the battle for the lead. It's like Freddie has just got Mateo up, covered up pretty good there. Staying right with them. They make their way through the cutting into Quarry corner, coming up. Frog Hollow. Head down through Skyline, get some air. Nicely done. Let's check up. These guys battle through the elbow, down the straight. It's going to be a drag race down to the chase. Close in at all. Like that gap is holding. Meanwhile, the battle for ninth. Merrick defending from Johannes. Looks like he's making a go. Oh, they're touching. A little bit of contact there. As Merrick defends beautifully, heading into the chase. That hard right hand, hard on the brakes, and then back on the gas once you survive that section, only to be hard on the brakes for Murray's corner here. And High Tree right there in 10th spot, keeping the pressure on these two, wait for a mistake. Then we got Vandergeest right behind High Tree, so you can see the 2 APTORA cars. As Mark goes to the outside, he might be looking for a spot to get around. He's kind of looking like he's looking a little racy there. High Tree chasing him up the hill. And the Griffin's Bend, another treacherous. If you get this wrong, it's a mess. These guys fighting for these positions here. Archie's staying right with it. Smythe is right back there behind Vandergeest. You can see Marktree, and then Vandergeest just barely in the foreground. Here's the Smythe and Vandergeest battle. Like take big air. Down into the dipper. Nicely done. This is the battle for 11. Smythe just trying to stay with that group. Meanwhile, up at the top, here is your leader, Matteo Dantella. You can see he's got himself a nice little 2-second gap now. As Freddie Hill has got the chase on. See if you can stay with him. Oh, we have a car off to the side there. Is that Rizzi? It looks like we got Ricardo Gigante and James Rizzi are both out of this race. So that, and also LaBelle is out of the race. So we have some crash and burns already. Meanwhile, the battle, the mid-pack battle continues. Merrick taking 8th place. Looks like he might be closing in on 7th, though, and 7th's got some lap track in front of him. We have Wyndham right there in front in that 15th place car. He's letting him through. And Griffin's Bend, it's a little tough right before they're cutting. Letting those guys through. Give you a quick peek. See, there he is, Wyndham. Merrick is now behind the blue flag car of Wyndham, who's probably going to let him by here as soon as he gets a chance. See that pressure that Jonas is putting on Merrick, and then Merrick has the lap traffic in front of him, so it's going to make it tough. As we make it down to the dipper heading into the Forest Elbow. You can see the blue flag waving there. Oh, and Merrick gets a little sideways but hangs on. And now I'm sure the 15th place car of Stefan Wyndham is going to let him through if they can catch him. He's out in front of him there, but Merrick's got to defend at this point in time. He's got his hands full as he's going for the gap from the inside. And Jonas gets the spot away from Merrick. Let's see what happens as they both catch the lap car. Oh, and he getting a little sideways. We've got a heck of a battle going on here. We're just about 45 minutes in and we've had a lot going on. Excuse me. We have 4 DNFs so far. Gigante, LaBelle, Rizzi, and Baldoni are all out of this race round 5. So the mountain has already claimed the lives and the souls of 4 drivers, which we predicted in advance was going to happen. Okay, the lapper gets, he lets the through. High Tree's chasing Merrick. Jason gets through. Okay, he's letting the pack through, so wisely done there by the 15th place car, or 14th now is Wyndham. As he's letting him through. So there's 8th, 9th, and Mark Heitree finding himself in 10th with Vandergeest in 11th right behind him with Smythe right behind them. So, that inside battle high tree. That APTORA sponsored vehicle. Move through Skyline and he gets the spot, or is that laps? High trees. Nicely done, Mark. So these guys are making it down the straight. Let's check on the 15th place at the Silva. It's pretty much on his own there. Looks like that's the other APTORA car I was thinking of. Yeah. Thank you, Gills, for recognizing our sponsor. And then Winham, you can see he's only 3 seconds behind, so could be something else to keep our eye on. As Vandergeest has to fend off Smythe. And Smythe's going for the inside. Got anything for him as they head down into Murray's? You get this turn wrong and the back end comes around, so really not a chance to take advantage there. Let's see what other kind of views I can find here. There we go. That's fine. That's a good one. Going up the hill. If he's got anything for Vandergeest up there. See the car behind, which is Ben Summers. Vandergeest gets a little lazy in that turn, allows Jacob to catch up a little bit as they head up into the cutting. It's a pretty good battle right here. Jacob puts his car in a really good spot there on the inside. Let's see if he can do anything up into Army Park here. As he heads through Raid into Frog Hollow. Ribbit, ribbit. And Vandergeest got to stretch his legs a little bit at the top here. But let's see what happens coming down to Skyline. This is where it gets interesting. Especially as tires start to wear, this is going to really become a technical spot. You can see Hytree up in front of Vandergeest there, smoking the tires a little bit, keep himself under control. Nicely done though, Vandergeest holding the gap. You can see he closes up a little bit there. And then for the downhill run, all three of these guys are battling it out. Meanwhile, at the pointy end, here is your leader, Mateo. Heading up. Start yet another lap. No pressure. He's got 12 seconds on Graf now. So Graf obviously had some issues. And Graf has 7 seconds on Woody. So as you can see, the leaders are all spread out. And Gratonovic has got his sights. He's bumped up to fourth now, so he got around Jason Whitehead, obviously. And now he's got his sights on Woody. So we'll see what happens. If Gratonovic is usually, in the past, he's done the two-stopper. Woody makes his way through Griffin's Bend into the cutting. You can see the trail. If we can catch a glimpse of Gratonovic back there. There he is. All right. Nicely done. So he's fending off not a lot of action at the tippy end, but we do have a nice mid-pack battle going on here. From 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and even 11th place. They're all within a stone's throw of each other. So Randy gave up that 7th spot, or Jonas got around him in that Coca-Cola Chevy. Let's see if the Puff Cart Ford can have anything for him. You can see Hytree right back there. Hytree and Vandergeest right behind Merrick as they make their way down gnarly dipper turns. And he's got some. He's caught up to Legation. See if he can have a drag race to the down to the chase. we got lap cars in front, it looks like. Or is that actually the 6th place car of Cantosaurus? I believe it is. Hard on the brakes is Cantosaurus. See how they just got it all as fast as you can go on this track, down to slowing it down for that turn. Yeah, and that is, I believe, Cantosaurus pulled. All right, we have hit 20 minutes in. We have 40 minutes remaining. And Vandergeest and Hightree are kind of giving each other a little rub here. With Smythe just behind them in 10th. And meanwhile, Freddie Hill and Costas are kind of battling out here. And who do we have here? This is Costas. So Costas pitted for tires. So he is one of our first drivers to pit. So meanwhile, here's your gap. Look at this. Woody 7th from 1st to 2nd is 11 as he gets through the 16th place car of Simon Barnes. Letting him through, nicely done. And then meanwhile, this is our battle right here. 7th and 6th. So they all moved up a spot. You see Merrick now finds himself in 7th as I believe the pitted car made way for them. Still only 4 DNFs, which is remarkable for the first 20 minutes. We've only lost 4. That's pretty good. There's duking to Freddie Hill, also duking it out here. Freddie putting this pressure on Brent. He's going to get him around, and he gets the spot right through the Green Park area. Frog Hollow. So Freddie moves himself up to 11th. And the Hightree Vandergeest battle comes on as we're going down the straight. Let's see what we got here. Vandergeest. Lift and brake through the chase. Slow it down, 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 down. Oh, and Mark Tree gets out of the way. He outbraked him there. What happened to Mark? Where'd you go, Mark? Mark finds himself off in the grass. That was a tough break. Sorry, Mark. I was putting up a good battle there, but he's still in the top 10, so plenty of time to regroup as he's got a nice gap on car behind him in 11th. Freddie Hill, who does have pace though, so Freddie not going to show me that gap, but you can see it on the scoreboard. So let's see if I can get the gap to next on there. Here we go. We're going to change this over to gap to next, so the tower will show you where they are relative to the car in front of them. That's a little bit better information for us, I believe. So you can see as we shop Vandergeest that let's get back to Hightree. That was an unfortunate little move there. I don't know if Vandergeest kind of rubbed him out and he had no choice. Might have tried to stay off the brakes as long as possible, but then found himself out of whack. So he does have that gap on Freddie Hill. So still in the top 10. Anyway, here's the battle now for 7th and 6th as Merrick putting up a fierce fight as he's gained those, what now, 3 positions from the start. They battle their way down through the Dipper. DeForest elbow. Let's see if he's got anything for him. Where's the view I want? Oh, here we go. There it is. Merrick on his tail. Does he close in a little bit? Into the chase. Here come the brakes. Sparks are flying. Randy closes in a little bit. Oh, Randy's off the curb and loses a little bit of momentum there. That's not going to help. Vandergeest and Jacob Smythe in the foreground or the background there. So this is probably the tightest battle. We do have a little bit of actually going for 4th place here. So Roman Katranovic also lost that 4th or 5th place. Now putting the pressure on 4th place. Let's see who has stopped. It's not showing us anybody that stops. Positions gained lost. You can see there. Katranovic is down 4 spots. But he is duking it out to get back, and he does just make it around, so he is going to put himself around the lap traffic. That's what that was. All right, so as you can see here, there's Jason Woodard in 4th. Really impressed with Jason these last few races. He's really come on, and he is throwing that Chevy around like nobody's business and keeping himself in this championship. Although Katranovic has that huge lead with all those wins, it's going to be a little bit tough. But needless to say, Jason has really improved his driving from round 1 to round 5. He's now up in the top 5, and he's consistently battling up there, so let's give it to him. Meanwhile, just behind him in 7th, Bender Haste. Oh, we got the yellow in sector 2. Who was it? Oh, that's Crick. Yes. 15th place car. Let's see if this replay works. Hello. Where is it? Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, let's see what happened back here. Get any of this? Nope, that didn't work. Okay, back to live. Yeah, for some reason, I can't get it to work. It was working in practice. So here we all have it. 7th and 8th. The battle continues. And then up here at the point, Katranovic lost the gap there to Jason. Jason pulled away a little bit, but this is where the race is right now. This mid-pack, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, and even 10th for High Tree. They got pushed out in the grass there. He's catching up to Jonas to give himself a little bit of a break, but I think we can see these guys are starting to get a little froggy as they head through Frog Hollow, getting up there. The tires are getting a little greasy, I think. And let's not forget about our 2nd place in the points, Neil Wood, who finds himself on the podium right now with a nice gap to Jason. He's got just running a clean race. He's keeping it clean. He's in 3rd place. He's gained 3 positions. So very well done for Woody there. You can see he's done 12 seconds off of Graf, who's also 50 seconds off the lead. So if Mateo plays his cards right, he's going to have this halfway point lead, and he can maintain and keep it alive for the entire race. They're going to win, but now we got some action here. You guys are duking it. It's Merrick going around Vanderk East. It's a drag race. It's a drag race. What's going to happen? And Merrick gives way. Vanderk East gets through. And so does Smythe. So what happened there? Randy had to get out of it. Gave up the 2 spots, it looks like. So Smythe and Vanderk East got around him. So that's not going to make Randy very happy. He's coming into the pits. So all along it was probably planned. He goes, look, I'm coming in for tires. I'm not going to get caught up in a wreck trying to defend these guys. He's getting ready for the 2nd half here. So that explains that. And meanwhile, Vanderk East and Smythe be duking it out here. High Tree. Let's see if we can show if anybody's pit stops are recording this. R Factor 2, sometimes it gets a little froggy. You can see there's 1, 2 cars in the pits right now. There's Merrick and Graf, both in the pits. Excuse me. Well, there you have where they're going. They've gone down in spots now here as we watch the 5th place car, Evander Heist, doing a good job. And then after the pit stops too, Woody's now in second place. And Whited finds himself in third. Got Merrick in the pits. And did something happen? Roman? No, I'm looking. I don't see anybody else in the pits. So there's your sole second place. And here's Matteo. Oh, we got some incident here. So Stefan Winham is bringing it in. So your leader, our leader is pitting now. So Matteo picking up some new shoes. He got there trying to defend for the rest of this race. Holy smokes. So we'll see where they come out. Wars is just going to move Roman. Fourth place car's just now coming down to Murray's. Or no, into the chase, rather. I'm sorry. Oh, and he says, I'm just going to do a little maintenance here for the greenskeeper. Cut across because I'm pitting too. So I had a feeling that was coming. So they're starting to come in now. So meanwhile, Smith finds Woody in first place. There's Woody all by himself. He's got 6 seconds on Matteo, who's also pitting. So Matteo, Whited, and Roman Gratonovich are all pitting, and here comes Matteo out first in the pits, keeping him in second place. See, Gratonovich is still getting in. He's on the move now, so he's in fifth. See where he comes out. There's that grueling pit speed that just kills everybody. As we also see, we got White, we got Van der Geest and Smythe are now both in the pits as well, and High Tree you can see back there too. So the guys, the rubber was getting it, and everybody needs shoes. So you can see pit road is a busy place right now, but it looks like Jason is going to get a penalty for speeding in pit lane. Oh, that's brutal. Jason, oh, he's going to be kicking the dog on that one. Nothing like a speeding penalty to just ruin your day. So meanwhile, he's currently in 6th, but I think that's gonna... Oh, and Smythe gets a penalty. Both of them, I'm sure, was entering too fast. It could have been exit, but these guys are gonna have to run some drive-through. This High Tree's down the pit, so as they come out, Woody's... excuse me, coming down. Woody's gonna have to pit here pretty quick. Although he is really good at preserving his tires, as he's proven in the past. Let's see what he does. Is he going to stay out? He's coming through the chase. Going to let us know. He's going to pit from the lead with Matteo. He's staying out. Woody's staying out. So the second place car, Matteo, showing him only 7 seconds behind. So what happens? There's Freddy's now in 4th. Got a battle here for 6th and 7th. 7th and 8th, rather. They're coming down. It's going to be a drag race. Costas. The 2 Mustangs. Drag race into the chase. And it looks like Costas has got a pretty good gap. He's going to go to the inside. Roman trying to spring his way through. This is the spot. He's looking at the inside. Costas hits it a little wide, but Roman throws it up on 2 wheels and gives Costas that little bit of breathing space here as they head down into Murray's. Wow, good stuff there. And then we got Ben Summers in 9th by himself there. He's got a pretty decent gap over Smythe. But meanwhile, let's look at this 6th and 7th place battle. Let's see if Costas can defend against Roman coming up the hill. We know how Roman is. If there's a gap, he's going to take it. That view. Oh, he gets a little air. Went up the mountain straight into Griffin's Bend. Costas got Tathoris. Good defense. Roman is just all over him. Can he maintain? I'm curious to see if Woody's going to pit this lap, but this battle is pretty tight right here. Let's just see what happens here. Roman's trying to move himself up to 6th. Takes a lot of curb there. Up into Skyline, heading down into the Dipper. Not the view I want. There it is. Excuse me. Oh, he's got a gap. He's going to go for it. They're going to drag race down the con, run straight. But it looks like Costas has a juice to stay in front of him. The Mustang on Mustang here. Passing opportunity here, but it looks like Costas is defending beautifully. Keeping him at bay for yet another lap. So the pressure is on. That Woody still got that 4-second lead over. Did I tell you, but this looks like it could be a Roman's going for it on the inside. He's got position, but can he get the nose in front? Looks like he's trying to outbrake him. No contact. Great driving. Keeps himself off of him. As Costas has got his hands full, as you can see. Uh-oh, Smythe. Jacob Smythe is out of the race. These guys going up the hill. Yep, he is out of the race. An incident that we did not see. As we're watching this battle, looks like Roman's got him on the outside now. This is going to be it. His nose is in front for now, and he's got the position. So Hanovich, brilliant run up there through the cutting. Takes the lead between Griffiths Bend and Quarry Corner and has regained 6th place. But he's got a battle for White at his some 12 seconds or 7 seconds ahead in the gap there. So meanwhile, Vandergeest having to duke it out here. Governors and Vandergeest battling for 8th. Coming across the top. The Frog battling out, and Mr. Wood coming down into sector 3. I'm gonna make sure these guys get through. Is he gonna pit this lap? Yes, he's pitted. So Woody is in the pit. There he goes. So that puts. Here comes Mateo. Is going to regain the lead, which he has. So we'll see what happens now. I don't believe Datella has already stopped, so he has put himself back in the lead. Not showing all the stops. This is R Factor 2 things, as we know how they go. But meanwhile, this is a great fight here for 8th position. And Vandergeest staying on him. Into the chase. And he cuts to the inside. And he makes another brilliant move on the inside. Gets that position. Nice pass. Brilliant driving by Vandergeest. Gets himself out of the harm's way and makes the pass on Sumners. So Vandergeest Ace Summers tonight. Meanwhile, back in the backpack we have these guys are both DNF'd again, but Wyndham is in the pits. So here comes Wyndham. So Smith and De Silva both out now. So the tally now is 5 with less than halfway through the remaining. 20 minutes remaining. We've only lost 5. I say that's a win. Meantime, where does Neil comes out? 6th. Mateo's back in the lead. Graff back into 2nd place. Nicely done. So at the moment it's Ford, Chevy, Ford 1, 2, and 3. Nicely done. And Woody also in that Ford. 4th place. And a Ford in 5th place with Vitanovich. So good show for the Fords today. Meanwhile, the mid-pack is where the action is. What happened to High Tree? High Tree's back at 12th as we see Vandergeest closing in on Whitted. Oh, the new best lap. Look at that. Mateo, our leader, just set the fastest lap of the race so far, 2:05.884. So on the fresh rubber, it's paying off for Mateo. as it's just bolstering his lead. As these guys are duking it out for this mid-pack 7th place position, Vandergeest is on a mission. As they break it down the Conrad Straight, let's see if he can gain on him. Hard on the brakes. This is John's favorite little passing spot. Look, he really closes in there. He's really good on entry on that last section there at the chase. Gives him a nice advantage coming down. Meanwhile, the battle with the pop carts. Merrick finds himself in that top 10 again, but he's being threatened by Jonas to drop him back. Defending. You see, behind them there is High Tree. High Tree closing in on Merrick. Nicely done, Mark. Try and stay in, Mark. Merrick also. Defending beautifully. So there is your battle for the mid-pack top 10 spot, currently held by Merrick. But High Tree and Legason are duking it out to try and get into that top 10 at this point. So Freddie Hill back in 3rd place after the pit stops. And as you can see, Donatella gives himself another fastest lap. Here it is as he crosses the line to set that lap at 2:05.222. Nicely done. He's got that 15 seconds breathing room, which is an eternity, but not at the mountain, because anything can go wrong when you head up into the dipper. Anything can happen. So here is Freddie Hill in 3rd place. Getting through some lap traffic there. No pressure as he's got a 14-second gap on Woody, who's back in 4th place, who did get to lead a few laps but during the pit stop rotation. But I'm afraid Woody has his hands full with Roman here, so these guys are going to fight for that 4th place position. We are under 20 minutes to go. Got Roman putting the pressure on. Up the mountain straight. Closing, is he closing? It's Mustang on Mustang. Can Woody maintain as they head up into Griffin's Bend? Going into turn 3 and 4, the cutting. Get it all wrong here and it's all over. I'm impressed to see we haven't seen too much carnage there, although I did miss all 5 of those DNFs. Oh, we're down to, we have 6 DNFs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. So Smythe, as Simon Barnes gets himself a position back, 15th, as he's passing the pit lanes of the DNF cars. So Smythe, Da Silva, Gigatti, LaBelle, Rizzi, and Baldoni all out of this race. They're having some Benjamin and the Fosters sitting in the hospitality tent. This battle is just getting intense here. Roman putting the screws to him. Who is that in the foreground? This is the battle for 4th place, and I believe we got a lap car up there. Get out of the way, here they come. Woody, yep, it's Simon Barnes. Good job, Simon. Simon signed on. We want everybody to race if they can, and Simon did indeed. He was mentioning in the chat that he will try to stay out of the way, and he's doing a really good job of that as he moves out, lets these guys through. Great to have you here, Simon. Hope to see you in round 6, where we're going to Adelaide Street Circus to finish this baby off, which is another bone-chilling, carnage-wrenching turn session of madness. Tonovich now is this. He's got him. Caught up. I don't know how much the draft works in these cars, but it looks like he's getting a little bit of help. And into Griffin's. Looking to the inside. Woody defends, but doesn't throw him out of whack. Nice job, Woody. Making Roman move it around. Barnes is in the pits now. Pitted from 15th place. So, he's getting a fresh set of rubber. Let's see what's back here in 10th and 11th. Randy has made it into 9th place. But as you can see, Costas is giving him the business. As Hytree's 12th, Vandergeest has made it up to 7th. So, man, I'm sorry I missed that action. These guys duke it out. Into Griffin's band. And is he giving it up? Oh. Merrick trying to get that spot. Sparks are flying. So Vandergeest must have got around both of these guys. There he is, currently in 7th. All by himself. He's only a second or so behind the 6th place car of Jason Whiting. So let's see what happens here. It's Merrick dropping it into Skyline. Where anything can happen here. Krutanovich and Woody laying it down. The battle for 3rd as Woody finds himself in 3rd. After Freddie pit. So Freddie has pitted. I believe that's his 2nd pit stop. But the software is going to lie and not let me know. So I would assume. Because he was up there a couple of times now. And now he is back in 7th. This battle for the podium now with 12 minutes left. This is a podium battle. Krutanovich, after leading and having that first couple lap incident, finding himself back in 4th or 5th, 6th, has made it back to 4th place. It's putting the pressure on Woody. It's Ford on Ford, Mustang battle down through the dipper. Can Woody fend off the points leader? So these are your 2 top points leaders, although the gap is significant, 55 points. But it goes to show you that these guys are very consistent drivers. And Woody defending. Oh, Krutanovich is getting kind of racy. He's looking for a way. But Woody keeps the line. The door shut. Oh, Krutanovich gets a little sideways there. That's going to help Neil out. Give him a little bit of breathing room. Meanwhile, Vandergeest now in 6th after the pit stop of Reddy Hell. So this will be one of Vandergeest's best finishes if he can pull this off with just over 11 minutes left. Freddie Hill is back out there in 7th. Oh, and he's put a little show for the fans. Nicely done. He's got a 5-second gap on Summers, but what is this going to show the gap to Freddie? No, not here, but it does over on the big board. So you can see Vandergeest has an 8-second gap. Nicely done. Meanwhile, what happened to Hytree? He's hanging in there. We're just getting to the 10-minute mark, and Hytree finds himself in 12th position. So that's a good race for Mark. But anyway, back to this battle here, because Roman, he smells the podium, and Neil has something to say about that. And this is going to be the battle to the end of this race. As the top gap, I mean, Graf from pitting from second place is going to open the door up to put Kratonovich on the podium. These guys can get around before Graf gets out of the pit. And Graf is out of the pits. Plus, nowhere on replay, so this will show him. This should show him going in. Nope, this isn't the lap. All right, so it'll update in a minute. Meanwhile, 10 minutes remaining, so Graf must have ran out of tire and needed to get in there. Other battles, this is it. No other battles that are tight. We do have Freddie Hell on Vandergeest, so let's see what happens at Chase here. Hill defending beautifully. Like a boss. Kratonovich's going to try the outside. Watch, he's going to try a little over-under. He's going to dive to the inside, I'll bet you right here. But the tires just don't let him. There's not enough grip left on that. So Vandergeest, Freddie Hell, he got around him. Vandergeest must be on some more tires too, as he's taking the shortcut. It's like trying to cool his tires off in the grass. Is that the technique? Yeah, he's coming in. He's out of tire. So let's see where he comes out. That's moving everybody up behind him. So Sumner's going to come across with Costas right on his tail. Excuse me. Look at him move up. Oh, let's get back to that. Moving Vandergeest. You can see Vandergeest is rolling in the pit, so he's going to come out in 9th, I believe, if he can get out. There's Ben Summers having a good race in the top 10 now, find himself in 8th spot with 8 minutes left. So nicely done. Hytree's back up in 11th now during the pit stop. He's got fresh rubber and he gained a spot out of that as well. So somebody else also in the pits, which is Vandergeest now. So as you can see by the leaderboard, not by the on-site camera work, which is a little bit behind due to the failed attempt at replay. So I apologize for that. But meanwhile, Woody doing a great job of defending, holding on to that podium. But as you can see, when they pass this, he is now going to find himself in 3rd Graf, still in 2nd place. With 7 minutes remaining. How much longer can Woody keep up with this pressure? This is the podium. Last step right there. These two guys duking it out. But look at that. Freddie Hell just set a new best lap time of a 2:05.119. We're still not close to quali times, but he's going for the spot. Is he going to take it on the outside here? Tough way to go around as they touch a little bit. There's a contact, a little bit of contact, but these guys are pros. Keeping off each other. Really nicely done. Great defending by Woody. I want to check back with this battle for 10th with Legacion and Randy Merrick, but Merrick is pitting, so that battle just ended. So we're going to stick with these guys because this is the podium as we hit the 6-minute mark. It's telling me maybe 3 laps max left. Nicely done. Mateo way out front. You can see he's got that giant lead. want to say anything. So let's check the positions gained and lost. You can see there as they get through the lap cars. Nicely done. Gratonovich is down 3. Woody's up 3. Graf is up. Then Italia's up 1. Summers is up. Legacion and Hightree up 3 positions from the pole. So very nicely done by these guys. So a little bit more of a gap this time. Woody has. Not quite having to defend. Roman quickly closes it as they get into the chase there. It's just so tricky coming out of that high speed downhill, Conrad straight. Now Raymond's trying to set himself up on the outside, giving Woody a look. Woody's going to keep forced to the inside, which might slow down his apex turn. As yeah, you can see Roman's caught him there. Oh, we got a spin in the back behind him there. But no harm, no foul. Kept it off the walls. Nicely done. Sir, I'm telling you, it's getting a little greasy there. Because now we've got Freddie and Jason kind of coming into the mix there. That was them we saw in the foreground. So here they are. They're not too far back, battling for 5th and 6th. As you can see, Freddie getting that spot away from Jason. So Freddie takes over 5th. Jason now in 6th. And that's Costas right. Oh, Costas is back 11 seconds. So, meanwhile, here is Woody defending yet again another lap. I don't know what's with the thing showing Graf constantly in the pit. I'm going to refresh the overlays and see if that fixes it. There we go. It was stuck on pit. And now let's also see if it'll show us the number of stops correctly. Nope. All right. We'll get back to the gaps as this battle is just going crazy down into the dipper. Roman just looking for a way around. They're coming out of the Forest's elbow. There's only going to be a couple laps left here. This is the closest battle on track, and you can see Freddie just right there in the background, and Jason both. So 5th and 6th are back there. If these guys screw up, the podium could be up for grabs as we're hitting the 2 minute, just under 3 minutes, 2:50. As they're going through the chase, getting ready to head into that little straight run to Murray's Corner. This is where opportunity to pass. As you can see that Freddie is catching these guys. Because as these guys duke it out, Freddie's just ripping laps off. And he's closing that gap. And it looks like Jason's kind of hanging on back there. His tires might be running out. But we did see Freddie pit not 2, 3, 4 laps ago. So he's got fresh rubber. And look, he has caught this group. As far as I'm concerned, he's kind of there. But you can see there is Roman's car. So he's going to have something to say about the finish of this race. As he's on the chase. But let's see where Donatella is. Because look at this. With 1 minute and 55, he's going to cross the line. Is he getting around Randy there? Randy in 8th place. So this will be the start of the last lap. That means we got one more lap of action for Roman Gratonovich, Freddie Hill, and Woody to race. There's the 8th place Merrick. Merrick's a little bit stubborn on with the blue flag. The rule says, you know, if they've got pace, you can let them by, but you don't have to let them by if you can stay out of their way, and you can keep them in front of. But he is closing, so it looks like he's going to give them the inside, but not really. So meanwhile, back to this battle, because this is the battle for the podium, and it's now a 3-way battle, and Freddie has made himself part of the equation here. They're coming down into the dipper. He's going to the inside. American and puts him out. What in the heavens to Betsy's going on there? These guys are door banging. And he does squeeze his way. Freddie just pulls his way through Gratonovich and finds himself in 4th now to give Woody a chase. They're going to cross the line for the last time here to start the final lap with a huge battle on the line. Positions gaining. Now Freddie's been putting Roman off, but can he fend off Woody, we're putting Roman up. Can he fend off the new tires of Freddie Hell? And it doesn't look like it. It looks like Freddie's got all kinds of pace on him. Is he going to knuckle sandwich his way around? He's got a nose on him already for third. He's showing in third place. He's got the turn. And yes, he does. Freddie Hell, if he can keep it together, he's going to start the last lap on the podium, taking it away from Roman and Neil. So the timing of that pit stop was brilliant. Manages to out-strategize these two guys, and with the fresh rubber, is going to take that third place away from these guys on the last lap. What a way to go, Freddie Hell. Great job. We got a little bit of a battle back here, and these guys, this is Randy and Jonas for 8th and 9th. Whatever happened to Vandergeest? Vandergeest out of the action in 12th, where he was once up to 6th place, I believe. And Hightree now in the top 10, so great job, Hightree, racing for FKR Flanker Bar Racing. Great job. So, meanwhile, Woody, and now defending the 4th place spot is Roman, saying, hey, at least I'm going to try and get one more spot. So these guys are still duking it out as they are going to cross the line. But I believe Donatella is going to take this race. Oh, contact, cut. This is it. No autopsy, no blood, no foul. You guys are just going for it. Jason has joined the battle. So Whited is out there in the 6th place car as they're coming down for the last time, racing down the Colin Rod Straight. You can see there's 3rd, 4th, 5th, and this is 6th place we are focused on. They're going to go through here. Woody defend into the chase? Krutanovich. They're going to finish like this. Mateo has crossed the line and has won this race, so congratulations to Donatella for his win. But this is where the action is. Oh, Woody gets a little sideways on the last turns. Krutanovich gives him a shove. It's a 4-way finish for the podium. Who's going to make it through? No harm, no foul. Are they going to go one more? That's it. That's got to be it. I saw the white flag, but yeah. Holy smokes, that's it. Oh my goodness, guys are just like, it's a frenzy. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. There is your winner, Matteo Donatella. Took it with a nice, heck of a gap. This has got to be his warm-up lap. Meanwhile, 10th place, Hightree. What a way to go. This was a great race. Holy smokes. Let's see if I can get this thing to show me. Yeah. Race. If they will give it to us. Session results. There it is. Yes. What a race. So there are your winners and losers. 28 laps in for the top 6 cars, and then down to 7th place. Costas in 7th. So Donatella, Graf, Freddie Hill, congratulations. What a run Freddie had there on the last lap. That was something to watch. Holy smokes. Leo Woody on a 4th place finish. Jason Whited. Grutanovich also got passed by Whited on that run to the checkered. They were bouncing and fighting and bobbing and weaving. That was something else. Great job, Costas, on the 7th place. Randy Merrick, 8th place. Good battle. Put the Pop-Tart car in the top 10. And congratulations to Jonas in 9th and Mark Hightree for FKR with a 10th place finish. Well done, you guys. Awesome job. After that, it was Vandergeest in 11th, Summers in 12th, Stephen Winham in 13th, Simon Barnes in 14th, Jacob Smythe, the first DNFers to finish up in 15th, and then these are the DNFers now. Da Silva finished in 16th, Ricardo Giagatti 17th, Michael Labelle in 18th, James Frizzy in 19th, and Giuseppe Baldoni, our first DNF driver, out. Wow, what a race. The mountain did not upset. So, with that said, check a look at this. In 2 weeks' time, we will be at Adelaide Street Circuit. I can just hear the carnage now. We know how tight that is with those funky curbs in the middle. The road, street track turned into a raceway. How many, four or five times a year they do that. So that is going to be something to behold. This has been a great race. I am Rob Milliken, your broadcaster, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.